Christ. And I'm telling you, church, see what will happen in your life the moment you say yes to Jesus. I want to ask from our church today, one of our young, awesome leader. His name is Charles, all the way from Alaska, the son of Pastor. Is he here? Charles, come on, let's welcome Brother Charles. Come on, Charles. This is Prince Charles. Come on, the son of the King of Kings and the Lord. Tell the story before and after, and take it.
Got you. Hello, church. Good afternoon. So where do I start? You know, growing up, I grew up in the church. Went to church every Sunday. Heard the story of the resurrection, but I never really understood it. And about when I was 18 years old, you know, I got in trouble with the law for the first time, and that's when I really rebelled. And I rebelled for a long time and had a lot of scares in my early 20s. But those bad habits, you know, were taking a hold of me. And before I moved here to Washington in January, God put an ultimatum in my life where back home my apartment complex actually burnt down, and my job slowed down drastically. We didn't have any work for 4 months. So in a way, I was thinking, okay, God, I see it. I get it. You're calling me to move somewhere. So I moved to Washington, and I go find a job to what I'm used to. So I get into the weed industry again. And so I'm doing that, and time's just passing by. Around April time, my dad brings me over here, and I hear the story of the resurrection again. And that's when it actually hit me, like Jesus really did that. He didn't have to, but he did. And all those times I was thinking I was depressed, and from my addictions with drugs and alcohol, I thought, at one point in my life I gave up. But when I was reminded about the story of what he did, that was the first time I can actually say I was humbled. I feel like my back was against the ropes, and I finally understood that God allowed me to destroy my life so he can rebuild it. And so as that went on, I decided to tell all my friends about the baptism. I told my friends everything that changed, and some took it well, some made fun of me, but I really don't care. And at work, I was able to tell my coworkers that, hey man, my previous job, I would say, I told them that I'm done with everything. I don't have this need to be involved around the industry I was in. But God allowed me to stay there for a little bit, and I was able to share to some of my friends over there at work. And during that transition, I was asking God, like, God, please provide a new job for me. Please, pave a new way. And as I was, when he delivered me from all my addictions and my bad habits, he provided me Boeing, and I ended up, accepting the job at Boeing and going over there. But all that wouldn't have happened until I finally made that decision, that I'm going to live my life for Christ. He brought back my passion and my love for guitar. He brought me to you guys, and we're so undeserving, but God's love for us is just never ending. And to this day, I can't thank him enough. You can't thank him enough.